You know when you fall down an internet rabbit hole and it feels like you're literally inside someone else's brain? Well, today we're looking at a perfect example of that. This wild, sprawling blog that just perfectly captures what it feels like to be chronically online. So let's dive in and see what it tells us about, well, us. So the whole idea behind this blog is this relentless search for hidden systems. The author treats the whole internet like this giant ocean of data, and they're trying to draw a map of all the invisible forces, the spiritual, the political, the technological, that are pulling the strings in our world. It's this deep belief that there's always something more going on, right under the surface. And that, right there, leads to the most important question of all. As we use all this tech to see the hidden map, what are we giving up to get it? And this isn't just about data privacy or whatever. We're talking about a much deeper trade-off, about what part of our actual humanity we're swapping out along the way. All right, so let's get into the diagnosis. What does it actually mean to live in a chronically online world? Let's use this blog as our case study. To give you a sense of scale, just look at this number, 4,864. That's how many posts went up on this one blog in 2024 alone. I mean, that is a fire hose of information. It's that constant, overwhelming stream that we all kind of feel every day, right? And in this kind of worldview, everything, and I mean everything, is a clue. You've got ancient mysticism and simulation theory right next to, and I'm not kidding, a video of 15 minutes of celebrities meeting old friends. The whole point is that it's all connected. It's all just data to be decoded, another piece of this giant puzzle. So what's the real cost of all this? The source material has a great name for it, the AI for an eye contract. You can think of it like this new social contract that nobody ever signed. For every shiny new piece of tech that makes our lives easier, we agree to trade in a little piece of our own natural human ability. And this is where it gets really real, because these are the trades we make every single day without even thinking about it. We trade our own sense of direction for Google Maps. We trade our ability to actually focus for a long time for the endless buzz of notifications. We're even starting to trade real human empathy for an AI that can spit out the perfect, comforting phrase, but doesn't feel a thing. It's happening constantly. But here's the thing, this system isn't perfect. It's not a seamless exchange. There are these moments of friction, these little breakdowns where the digital world cracks and suddenly shows us exactly what we've been giving away. The blog calls these moments the glitch. You know that feeling when your map app just dies in a part of town you don't know? It's more than just annoying. It's this sudden, cold shock where you realize how much you've been leaning on the machine and you're forced to remember how to actually, think for yourself. Then you've got the ghost in the room. This is all about algorithmic empathy. It's that slightly creepy, uncanny feeling you get when an AI is just a little too good at pretending to be human. It can say all the right things, but you know it's just a complex pattern. It's a perfect mirror reflecting compassion, but there's nothing behind it. It's a soulless reflection. And finally, there's the silent war, and this one is huge. It's the constant, invisible battle for your focus. Every app, every feed, is engineered to keep your eyeballs glued to it. Why? Because in this new economy, your attention is the most valuable resource there is. And when we lose that war, we're not just distracted, we're losing the very sovereignty over our own minds. Okay, so that's the problem, and it's pretty heavy, I know. But it's not all doom and gloom. Now we get to the good part, the fix. The source doesn't just diagnose the problem, it gives us actual, actionable protocols for what it calls human resistance. It's about how to consciously push back. So the big question is, how do we actually do it? How do we start reclaiming the things we've traded away? And let's be clear, this isn't about smashing your phone and moving to a cabin in the woods. The real resistance is actually way more subtle, and maybe even more powerful. So here they are, the protocols. First, the analog resistance. This is about insisting on the physical world. Actually feel the texture of a book cover, the real warmth of a vinyl record. Second, walk the forgotten path. That means turning off the GPS. Get lost on purpose. See it as an opportunity for genuine surprise, not a problem to be solved. And third, reclaim attention. This is about creating sacred time, pockets of your day that are completely free of digital noise, where your brain can finally actually be your own again. And this part is absolutely crucial. This isn't about being nostalgic for some good old days. Analog resistance is a modern, forward-looking act. It's about fundamentally asserting that we are physical, embodied people, and that our connection to the real, material world is non-negotiable. It's a declaration of our own messy, beautiful humanity. And that brings us to the final lingering question. As we keep making these AI for an eye trades day after day, we really have to ask ourselves what the ultimate stakes are. What's the final price for optimizing our own humanity away? The source leaves us with this one haunting thought. If we trade away all the friction, the mistakes, the messy, unpredictable, embodied parts of being human for a perfect, clean digital copy, will that copy have any real weight? Or will it just be a hollow data point, an imitation of something that's not even there anymore? In the end, what will be left of us that's real enough to even make an echo?